As Alice pulled herself out of the wall, I had the armor rush her, the music blaring as it began a full-on assault. One punch, one kick after another, as Alice seemed to dodge them with ease, just as she was doing before, effortlessly moving by the attacks, as if it was easy as breathing, one after another. However, I did notice a change. At this point, Alice seemed to barely be paying attention to the armor. In fact, she wasn't even looking at it. Her eyes simply kept darting about the room, moving from place to place, searching. It's clear she was trying to find out where the real me was, but fat chance I was gonna let that happen. All I had to do was be smart. Don't make noise. Watch where I'm going. Don't mindlessly bump into things. And I should be safe. Should be being the operative statement, or part of the statement. Alice effortlessly danced around the armored suit's attacks, one after another, her eyes darting about the room searching for me. I began to close in, hoping to launch another attack, this time coming in from behind, trying to maneuver the armored suit in just the right way that her evasions would bring her in my direction for the final attack. And, by all appearances, it seemed to be working. One last press with the armor, and she was in position. As I began to sweep in, trying to move quick and hit before she knew I was there, I suddenly had a feeling of dread, like a shiver up my spine. Maybe it was intuition or instinct. Call it whatever you want. But I suddenly got this intense feeling that I was about to be a dead man. In the instant, breaking off my attack and shifting to the left, as in a rapid blur of motion, a streak of purple carved a line in the room, right back into the path that I was traveling down. I only barely managed to get out of the way. If I were a foot to the right, it would have taken me in two, right down the center. What the hell? I thought to myself, as I tried to quietly move away, still having the armor keep up the attack, as Alice's eyes focused in that direction, the one where she had made the cut. Oh, what a pity. I thought for sure I had gotten him. But it appears the little bunny is both swift and clever, Alice announced as she continued to dance through the armor's attacks. How the hell did she know I was gonna be there? She doesn't see me. She can't hear me. So how? I thought to myself as I watched Alice's dance with the suit of armor. Maybe some sort of sixth sense? Was that it? I thought to myself as I stared out at her. She can't see me or hear me. But if today has taught me anything, it's that the rules of reality aren't exactly what I expect them to be. She talked earlier about the ability to feel the intentions of another person's soul. Is that something she can do? Can she sense my soul, my intentions, in the moment that I'm planning to launch an attack? If that were the case, I think she'd be able to sense me anywhere in the room. So, what if it's a matter of range? She can sense my soul, but only once I get close enough. I suppose for the moment it's a good enough assumption to go on, even if it is highly hypothetical. Honestly, I wouldn't put anything past this woman. But that does also leave another problem. How the hell am I supposed to land a hit on her if I can't get close to her? Normally, my armor allows me a certain level of defense to deal with oncoming attacks, but that blade of hers cuts right through it like butter, so I can't count on any sort of defense. If she hits me, it's game over, and I don't exactly have the ability to regenerate from being sliced in half. I thought to myself as I tried to stay on the move, continuing to make rotations around the room, changing my angle and trajectory, trying to stay unpredictable, and at least as best I could while staying quiet, and trying to read Alice, which was quite frankly next to impossible. Her movements didn't make any sense. I couldn't read it at all. Sure, I was attacking her with the armored suit, but her motions almost made it look like she was ignoring the armor altogether, as if she was dodging it by sheer blind luck, like a blind guy walking down the street and someone happens to throw a baseball. A normal person might duck, but a blind person doesn't see it coming. So, unbeknownst to him, the fact that he continues to move forward actually moves him out of the pathway of the baseball that was flying at him, where a normal person's reflexes might put them right in the strike zone, so to speak. The blind guy, who doesn't know about the danger, just moves past it. That was the type of vibe that I got from Alice's movements, as if the armor wasn't a concern at all. While she wasn't doing that, other times it would also seem like it was a dance, like she was performing her own personal ballet. I even thought I heard her humming a tune. What the hell is with this woman? Isn't she afraid of anything? She's facing down an enemy that's attacking her with zero risk to themselves, puppeteering a suit of armor whilst launching invisible attacks, and she doesn't seem the slightest bit concerned about it, like she's bulletproof, like there's no way in the world that this is going to end any way but me dying. She didn't look concerned about it at all. She just kept looking for me. You know, Bunny, this is quite the interesting little game we're playing. It's very rare that I get locked into a situation like this. You're quite interesting, little bunny. But I've played games like this before. I know you're out there somewhere. You see, the one problem with trying to stalk around invisible is that as hard as you try to erase your existence, to make it seem like you're not there at all, the truth is you are. It's the one fallback of being invisible. It's that physically, you're still there. So, no matter how much you try to disguise it, your effect on the world around you is ever present, Alice said as she continued to dance through the attacks of the armor. You always change something, even if you don't make a peep, even if I can't see you. That doesn't mean that you're not affecting the world around you. No matter where you are, there are always things that you affect, simply by existing, Alice said with a smile, as I saw her hand sweep out, in the moment once again getting that strange feeling, this time dodging to the right, as another slash tore through the room, a streak of purple light, carving its way through the floor, the walls, up to the ceiling, running the entire length of the room in a flash, once again, barely missing me. Damn it. This time I wasn't even close, and she still almost nailed me. What the hell is she? Wait a second. There's always an effect. No matter how hard you try, you can't erase your existence from a room. Even if you're invisible, you're still there. So, if I can't be seen, if I can't be heard, what other effects am I leaving in the room? How is she pinpointing me? I tried thinking to myself as I continued to watch her, continuing to try to move from place to place, not allowing myself to be an easy target, as the armor swooped in with another punch, which she easily evaded, of course. But as she did, it came close enough that, as it swooped by, a gentle gust of wind around the hurtling armored fist wafted her hair a bit. And that's when it hit me. Air. Even if I'm invisible, I still alter the flow of air around me when I move. When I went to dart for her, I was moving very quickly, just like the suit of armor. The faster something moves, the more you distort the flow of air around you. Moving fast enough, it can even create audible sound. I have the music blaring. Can she actually hear my sound? The sound of me moving through the air, as long as it's fast enough, even over the music. That is freaking insane.